Today we're doing the ARC tool exercise 1. You'll find it on Rockspace. You'll see in front of you the dimension sheet for what we're building. Interesting project on how we're going to start, how we're going to get started. There's options here. How we're going to do it in class, the origin is actually going to end up being the center of this ring here. We'll create this ring, okay, with circles of 40 and 70 40 millimeter and 70 millimeters in diameter. We'll extrude it up 30 millimeters. We'll create the second one by offsetting our extrusion of our initial sketch, and that will be elevated above the top bottom plane 110 millimeters. So the 30 and the 80 gives me the 110 millimeters, and we'll extrude that one up 30 millimeters. From there, we're going to move out. I've got the location of the center of this arc identified. It is 30 millimeters here, plus half of the gap, which is 80, so 40, 30 plus 40, so 70 millimeters up from the origin, then 50 millimeters over. That is going to be the center point for our two center arcs. One 60 millimeters with a radius of 60 millimeters, and the second one with a radius of 40 millimeters. So we'll connect those arcs, create an enclosed shape. We're going to extrude them. It'll be a symmetrical extrusion to a width of 40 millimeters. We will then extrude the ends of that arc, those faces, and we will have them join up. We'll extrude to the object so that they hook up with these rings here, and that'll complete that step. I do not have a location here. I guess we could do a tangent arc on the top of the arc here. Tangent plane, not tangent arc, tangent plane on the top of the arc there. I think what we'll do is we will create an arc that is 130 millimeters above the origin. So we're going to create an offset of, why do I keep saying arc? An offset plane, 130 millimeters above the origin. That's going to be the left-right plane. Okay. And we will then draw our 40 millimeter center diameter circle on that plane. We will position it so that it is 70 millimeters, just like the center of the arc, above the origin. And we will extrude again that circle back to the object, which is the top of this arc. Then the last sketch will be on the top of that surface. It'll be a circle 28 millimeters in diameter, and it'll be extruded 70 millimeters. I think I kind of butchered that one, but we'll get through it. Let's go to Fusion. Fresh canvas. Let's create sketch, top, bottom plane. Okay, let me get my dimension sheet in front of me so I can see it, and we'll move it to the other screen. Our first circle is going to be, let's do the inner one, 40 millimeters. The second circle, so center diameter circle, is going to be 70 millimeters. There we are. That's all we need to do here. Let's finish sketch. And let's extrude it to 30 millimeters for the height of that cylinder. Extrude. Select the ring, 30 millimeters. And there we are with the first one. All right. We'll zoom out a bit. Now for the second one. So let's go make our sketch 1 visible again. There's sketch 1. It's now visible. Let's extrude. Let's select the bring. We're going to change our starting point from a profile plane to an offset. Now, the extrusion was 30 millimeters. The gap between the bottom and lower cylinders here is 80 millimeters, meaning the cylinder above will start 110 millimeters above this particular plane. Now, so let's offset, and let's set it to be 100. That's the distance of my extrusion in the wrong dimension box. Let's go into the extrude palette here. Back that out. Let's just make it 0 for the moment. There we are. Let's set the offset to be 110. Okay. Now we can set the dimension to be 30. There's our second cylinder. New body. Click OK. All right. We'll hide sketch 1. And let's create a sketch. We're going to create our arc out here. Let's create a sketch on the front back plane. Okay. Let's turn on construction. Let's draw a line. We're going to go, if we go back to the diagram, we're going to go, we want to find the midpoint here. So it's 30 millimeters up. The gap is 80. Halfway up would be 40. 30 plus 40 is 70. So we're going to go up 70. This is where the origin is, right here, over 50. All right. Up 70, over 50. Got construction on. Click. Up. Let's go up 70 millimeters. Click. And to the right 50. And click. Escape. So there is the center point for the center arc that we'll create. Okay. The inner arc is 40 millimeters, the radius. The outer arc has a radius of 60 millimeters. So let's go arc, center point arc. There's my center point. We're going to come straight down, 40 millimeters. Click around 180 degrees. Now, if I went farther, it's not going to join up with my cylinder flush. It's going to be at an angle. So we're going to extrude the face. We're going to do it in 2 steps so that it meets up with the cylinder flush. All right, there's the 40 millimeter. Guess what? I still got construction on. Let's turn off construction. Okay, construction is now off. Let's create our second arc. Create arc, center point arc. Same center point, 60 millimeters this time, 60. Click around 180 degrees again. See, there's that angle I was talking about. Click, and I'm going to take the line tool, and I'm going to connect the ends of my 2 arcs. And I have an enclosed shape that I can extrude. All right, I think we're done with this one. Let's finish sketch. Home position. All right, so there's my arc, and we'll look at it. It's right in the middle. Now I'm going to want to keep that extrusion centered since I'm on that face. I can't go one direction or the other, can I? I can't go out to the left or to the right because it's got to be centered on these cylinders. So my extrusion of this shape is going to be symmetrical. All right, the width is 40 millimeters. So let's change from our direction, from one direction to symmetrical. There we are, and I've got it set for half length. That means which way, how far does it go on a particular side? 20. 20 and 20 gives me 40. New body's good. All right, there's my extrusion. Let's click OK. Now I'm centered up. Let's go back to the home position. You can see. Let's go ahead and connect them. All right, let's do this. Let's extrude. I don't need another sketch. I have this face right there. Let's select that face as what I'm extruding. The extent is this time going to be to an object, and the object I want to extrude to is this cylinder here. That way my extrusion will wrap on that cylinder and go flush to it. Yep, see the arc and there, how it's wrapping on the cylinder. We're going to go with a new body because we're going to join these bodies later. We're going to make, when we do our extrusion down here, this extrusion and this, we're going to combine those into one body. If we did a join, it would join all this together with the cylinder. And I want the cylinders to be a different material. So let's extrude, and I also get to demonstrate how to combine bodies. All right, so we're going to extrude again. There's the face that I'm going to extrude. My starting point's good. Direction, one side, okay. Distance is not a distance, but to an object. I'm going to roll it back around. There's my cylinder. Click to the cylinder. Operation, new body. Click OK. All right, let's go look at what we've got under bodies now. There's body 1, body 2. I now have body 3, which is the arc. 4 and 5 join the arc to the cylinder. I want 4 and 5 to become part of body 3. Let's go modify, combine. All right, here's the combined palette. The target body is the body I want it to become part of, body 3. And we'll have to do this in 2 steps. Body 4 will be my tool body. And we will join them. Okay. And click OK. So body 4 is gone. Body 3 now has body 4 in it. Let's do the same with body 5. Modify, combine. Body 3 is going to be my target body. The tool body will be body 5. And click OK. So now body 3 encompasses this whole object. All right, let's figure out what we're going to do here. We've got to add the stem on the end here. So this is 40 millimeters, and then this is 28 millimeters. This is, well, it doesn't tell me how far it is from the top of my arc, does it? It does tell me what I can conclude from this. Once again, let's go find our origin. So here we are. If we are 50 millimeters to the center of the arc, and it says from the center of the arc to this top edge is 80 millimeters, so that means this top edge is 130 millimeters. Well, instead of extruding from the top of the arc up, what if we went 130 millimeters out and extruded down to the arc, extrude to the object? That would work. So let's create an offset construction plane 130 millimeters out. It's going to be from the left-right plane. So let's go construct offset plane. There's my left-right plane right there. Click. And we're going to go 130 millimeters out. There it is. Okay, click OK. Now, our circle, if we bring back our diagram, remember we established that the center of the arc, okay, is 70 millimeters above the origin when we went up here. So wouldn't our circle also need to be 70 millimeters above the origin? So let's create our 40 millimeter circle. Let's go create sketch. I'm going to select my offset plane. There's the origin. I'm going to come up here anywhere in here on the axis, draw a 40 millimeter circle. There we are. Let's go sketch dimension, create sketch dimension from the origin to the center of my circle. That was luck, wasn't it? 70 millimeters and enter. Now my circle is in the center and I've run too long.